야, 저 뭐냐? 존나 이상하게 생겼네.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the scariest and most unsettling scenes throughout Squid Game.
선택하신 모양은 여러분이 뽑아야 할 모양입니다.
Number 10. The Marble Game. The entire marble game is one giant middle finger, both to the players and the audience. First, the game makers pull a fast one on the players by asking them to pair up. It's only later that they discover that they won't be working as a team, but playing against each other in a kill or be killed marble game.
상대의 구슬 10개를 모두 따내는 사람이 승리합니다.
This is disturbing enough, especially considering there are married couples in the group. We could only imagine the horror. But then, we witness a whole swath of beloved characters being killed off in one fell swoop. Gi-hun, Ali, and Oh Il-nam all die, or so we thought with the latter, and it makes for devastating viewing. There wasn't a dry eye in the house after this one.
우리는 깐부잖아. 기억 안 나? 우리 손가락 걸고 깐부 맺은 거.
Number 9. The VIPs.
I believe the next game will exceed your expectations.
Well, that's why we came all this way. Trust me, the screens we have at home are plenty big, but nothing beats seeing it with your own eyes.
There's something deeply unsettling about being watched by rich, anonymous men wearing golden animal masks. The VIPs appear late in the series, only showing up to watch the final 2 games. And their presence is unbelievably menacing. They watch the games with gleeful and voyeuristic enjoyment, displaying a complete moral detachment from basic human suffering.
How much did you bet?
$1 million!
Furthermore, their anonymity adds a deeper layer to the unease, as the men are dehumanized and resort to primal instincts related to violence and bloodshed. And lastly, the masks. Yikes! The VIPs represent the seedy, underground nature of the games to perfection. Men living within a secret society and finding entertainment in the macabre.
I just have to say that I'm a difficult man to please. I hope you won't disappoint me.
Shall we?
Number 8. Jang Duk-soo beats 271 to death.
Excuse me. 이봐요. 뭐 하는 거예요?
같이 좀 먹고 삽시다.
Poor player 271. He just wanted an egg. Jang Duk-soo is angered by the meager food they're given and cheats others out of a meal by taking seconds. 271 confronts Duk-soo and tries taking his drink, claiming that it is rightfully his. However, the glass breaks in the scuffle and Duk-soo goes berserk.
너 때문에 깨졌잖아, 이 개새끼! 씨발 삐쩍 마른 새끼가 식탐은 많아가지고.
He viciously beats the man to death in front of everyone, and 271's prize money is added to the jackpot. The violence is scary, but even worse are the implications. The guards do nothing to stop Duk-soo, and the jackpot goes up following his demise, implying that a death doesn't have to come via the games. Outright murder is not only accepted, it is encouraged.
이봐요, 정신. 죽었어.
Number 7. The Tug of War deaths.
이번 게임은 줄다리기입니다. 저 위로 보이는 타워에서 줄을 당겨 상대방을 아래로 떨어뜨리면 승리하게 됩니다.
This scene is a great argument for why so many people were drawn to Squid Game. The games themselves are universal and easily understood, but they come with macabre twists that have disturbing staying power. This is your basic tug of war, but it's played on massive platforms that ensure the losing team falls to their deaths. And what horrifying visuals result. Both we and the other players are forced to watch large groups of people plummet hundreds of feet to their messy deaths, screaming and crying the whole way down. Even worse, we later see one player who survived the fall, implying that not all who lose die on impact. It is a grotesque thought, and one that we really don't want in our heads.
우리는 그들의 희생과 피로 또 하루를 살아남았다. 죄 많은 우리 모두를 대신하여 내가 그들의 희생과
Number 6. The Riot.
네가 봤어?
We return to the egg debacle for this horrifying sequence involving a massive riot. Deok-soo kills player 198 because she snitched on him earlier, and this results in a huge brawl between a number of players. The violence is deplorable and the fight proves a total free-for-all, with weapons like glass bottles, blankets, and metal bars being used to cut, strangle, and beat. The unchecked mania is a direct continuation of 271's earlier death, not just because 198 snitched on Deok-soo, but because everyone realized that murder was a viable way to cut the numbers. This is the consequence of that knowledge. In the end, 27 people are killed, representing 1/4 of the entire player pool.
아이 쌍문동 왜 끼어들어? 쪽수 좀 줄이면 너도 좋잖아.
Number 5. The Death of Sung-woo.
게임을 진행할 수 없는 상태는 어떤 상태입니까?
참가자가 사망한 상태를 말합니다. 지금부터 게임을 시작하겠습니다.
We knew it would likely come down to this, but we didn't realize just how gut-wrenching it would actually be. Gi-hun faces off against his childhood best friend Sung-woo in the titular Squid Game. After a brutal fight in the rain, Gi-hun emerges victorious, having bloodied and battered his old buddy.
네가 죽인 거잖아. 다 네가 죽였어. 네가 죽였어.
However, he refuses to outright kill him, hoping to secure a majority vote in order to spare Sung-woo. But Sung-woo takes matters into his own hands, literally, and takes his own life with a small knife. It's an absolutely brutal climax to the games, physically, mentally, and thematically.
형, 미안해.
Number 4. The Honeycomb executions.
한 번만 제발 한 번만 더.
There's something inherently bone-chilling about the Honeycomb executions. Unlike other games in the series, this one directly involves the guards, as they watch impassively over the player's shoulders as they carve shapes out of dalgona. If they break the piece, or if they don't finish in time, they are mercilessly executed with a revolver. The psychological pressure the players are under emanates through the screen, resulting in a tense and deeply unsettling sense of terror. The executions themselves are swift and brutal, with no room for negotiation or second chances. They're completely impersonal, further lending to the realization that the guards are nothing but inhuman monsters willing to enforce the brutal rules of the game.
29번.
72번 성공.
네. 오늘 임무가 뭐지?
34번 성공.
제 임무는 29번의 임무는 탈락자 운반이야. 왜 벌써 들어왔지?
Number 3. Cremated.
첫 번째 게임을 통과한 참가자 여러분, 진심으로
Most of the dead are put in coffins designed like gift boxes and cremated. This is horrifying on so many levels. The gift box design implies a type of gleeful offering and is in stark contrast to the violent nature of the deaths. The cremations themselves are also horribly impersonal. The bodies are mechanically packed and burned without ceremony, their family receiving no mementos. It's a fantastic symbol of the player's disposability. But wait, it gets worse. One player survives the game and tries escaping their coffin, but the guard simply pushes their fingers back in and nails it shut, dooming them to a painful death. It is easily one of the most disquieting visuals in the entire series. Number 2. Organ harvesting.
확실한 거지. 내가 탈락하면 이들 이 집도 끝장이야.
As we later learn, some of the bodies are not burned. Instead, they are secretly taken to an underground lair and their organs are harvested by guards. Not much is known about the mechanics of this operation, but it doesn't really matter. What we do know is that humans are being exploited for their organs, and that it is equal parts disturbing and disgusting.
배달 시간 놓쳐서 배 떠나면 다 헛수고다.
매일 잠도 제대로 못 자고 먹을 것도 제대로 못 먹고.
The underground organ harvesting adds yet another layer of dread and malice to the games, and like many aspects of the show, it's used for social commentary. The black market demands organs by any means necessary, and is willing to ignore how they appear. Plus, the gore. Props to the makeup department because, wow.
그렇게 잘나서 저번에 안 그런 다 망쳐놨냐?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Red light, green light.
술래가 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다를 외치는 동안 전진할 수 있으며 이후에 움직임이 감지되면 탈락입니다.
If there's one scene from Squid Game that will enter the halls of television history, it is probably the red light, green light massacre. This is where the entire tone of the series shifted, going from a social drama about inequality to a bloody piece of horror. Both players and audiences react with horror when they realize the true nature of the games, as over half of the players are systematically gunned down and murdered.
방금 무슨 소리예요?
It's simply a brilliant piece of television. The production values, the tone, the bloody carnage, that darn terrifying robot, all are excellent, and all established Squid Game as must-watch event TV. Highly disturbing TV, yes, but must-watch all the same.
456명 중에 255명이 탈락하여 첫 번째 게임을 끝마친 참가자는 201명입니다.
Did we miss a scene that you love to hate? Let us know in the comments below.
용서가 안 돼. 너희들이 하는 짓.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.